What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Long Time Coming Rental House Edition. Now, I have read your comments. I have answered them. I have read them, answered them. I have done it all. But I got some ideas too, and some things that I have been testing. So why don't you guys come on with me, and let's talk on the other side. Yeah. Now, let's go back to what I said in the beginning of the video. I have done a couple of different things because I want to do some testing. As you guys know now, once again, I told you guys that this is a rental. So I want to do everything cheap. I want to do everything affordable, and I really don't want to aim too much at more expensive things, or I should call them my goodie box. I don't want to mess with my goodie box at all. Now, with that being said, check your boy out. Look what I have done. Probably about 5 or 6 days now. I looked on Facebook Marketplace and I found somebody locally here that had a couple of sheets of sod that was left over. Now, when I first got this sod, it was dried out. It was dirty. Well, of course it's dirty because there's dirt on the bottom. But it was dried out. It needed water, and they had extra pieces, so I took the extra pieces. I believe it probably maybe 20 pieces here that we have for, I think, what I spent, 20 bucks on them, somewhere around there. So $1 a piece, if my math is correct. These pieces of sod, when I first got them, was super dry. Clearly, some of them still are dry, but we do have some green popping up through. I have had this sod for about 5-6 days, and all I have been doing is watering. That's it. Nothing more, nothing less. And you can start to see where the St. Augustine stolons from the base of the grass is starting to try to reach over to the sod to grab onto them. Look at that stolen. It's starting to shoot over the tree. So we're starting to get some green going on here. We do still got some areas that do still have some brown. What was my theory behind this? I've read comments about people saying plugs or don't worry about it. The main comment that I have read from people was talking about these two trees here. And if I remember correctly, I think these are oaks. I don't know what kind of oaks, but I think so. If you guys know what they are, pan up. If you guys know what they are, you tell me in the comment section. So what I have decided to do is, other than doing what I initially wanted to, which was plugging up the front area up here, I decided not to plug up the front area, and I decided to kind of go more somewhat of like a natural approach to see what happened. So I got the sod, and clearly you can see that I placed the sod around one tree. I placed the sod around one tree. Why? It's because I want to test to see if the salt from the leaves will actually kill this sod, or if I water it correctly, if I do it right, will it grow? So far, we are having some green kicking through. I am definitely not mad at that. Now, what I have done over here, to this tree, I did not place no sod there. I am not going to place any sod there. All that's going to get this area here is strictly water. This whole thing is going to get water. This whole thing has been getting water. So here, by this tree, I'm doing sod with water. Here, by this tree, I'm doing no sod but water. And then I'm just watering the bare areas up this way to see how much growth. Now, I have noticed that I am getting some growth. Back this area here, let's take a closer look. This area here is starting to grow more. All around here, you can start to see it starting to grow more with nothing but water. I want to do this for the homeowners that's just starting out. They don't want to put so much money into it, but they want their grass to grow. This is all it is out here. Nothing but water. So I think I'm going to take it that approach. You guys let me know. Kind of split the yard down the line here. Side on this area in certain parts, no side in this area. Give them both water. Once I feel that the root system is starting to attach to from this side to this ground, then I will at that time start to put some of my NPK down. I would definitely have to start off with some nitrogen, and I'm interested in seeing how the nitrogen takes to the side and how the nitrogen takes to the no side, and what happens around these trees with that. That's what I want to do, you know, and I want to continue to put water on it. Also, it's Texas, so it is getting a little hot, so I will have to throw some potassium down also to keep that summer heat. But once again, it's interesting because I am in a completely shaded area here, and by being in this shaded area, all the grass here, it gets nothing but shade. I strategically placed the sod along the sides of the roots because I did not want to cover the roots. But clearly I can see, hopefully you guys can see on the camera also, but I'll get you a little closer. I can see the stolon starting to reach over. We're starting to take root. Clearly, still got some spots, but we are starting to take root. My watering schedule. My watering schedule is twice a day in the morning. So I probably water it about 7:15. And I like to give it at least a nice hour worth of water. Now, is that too much? I don't know. Is that too less? I don't know. But so far, from what I have been seeing over the past 5-6 days, I think that hour water is perfect for it. Now, I also water it in the afternoon as well. Here in Texas, I don't know if it's just me or I'm just not getting used to it, but it doesn't feel as hot between that 12 and 4 window as it does back in Florida. Back in Florida, I would never water my grass in the afternoon in that time frame. Around 4 o'clock, which around Connor over there having a good time. In the afternoon, I give it probably about a little 15-minute water just to kind of keep it flowing through the rest of the night. At times too, I might adjust that. I might do it a little later in the evening, 6 o'clock. Now, I know I have preached before about watering the grass at certain times. You guys have heard me say this. I water my grass at, 3, 4, 5 o'clock in the morning, 6 o'clock in the morning before the sun gets hot. Perfect, stick to that. But for this to work, I believe that I have to water it every day, those 2 times, to make sure that the root system start pushing down into the dirt and the stola starts spreading out. What am I using to water? Once again, I'm keeping it cheap, I'm keeping it clean. I am using the old school, what is it? When I was a kid, we used to call it like the rainbow sprinkler, and it goes back and forth. This is what I'm using right now, guys. No water sprinkler system. No water sprinkler. Well, I do have a water sprinkler system, but we're trying to get the tank pressure is low and the water's not shooting up, so we're trying to get that fixed and everything along those lines. So in the meantime, in between time, this is what I'm using. $10 or less at the store. I place it here. I get great coverage from there all the way covering the side. Sometimes I have to adjust it left to right a little bit, but not too much. But this gets the job done for me. This gets the job done, you know. So I'm not complaining about it. I'm not above it. I take care of business. So I ask you guys, what do you guys think? Do you think that I can do this by just keeping it simple? I got an old school 1980s water sprinkler right here. I got sod that I bought off of Facebook Marketplace right here. I got regular bare grass that I'm just watering. I'm gonna throw some nitrogen down so I can start that root system, because nitrogen drives the bus. Alan Hain tells you this. He tells you this all the time. Look at this. We're gonna find out, guys. But I'm not gonna stop. I'm gonna keep pushing. I'm gonna keep pushing till I get this looking good. And trust me, I believe it will be. Do you? Till next time. Enjoy yourself, love each other. Peace.